of Ian is a weirdo. So today, one, you may notice I'm wearing the same clothes as I did yesterday. I'm wearing my PJs. Leave me alone. Uh, Today, I'm going to be working on joining the legs. Now, they look different sizes. I think they slightly are. Whenever I made this pattern in small form, I always had a leg that was slightly bigger. So, so, um, so I was pinching the wrong one. So they were about the same size, good enough for me. Honestly, a voodoo doll isn't perfect, and neither am I. So if it's good enough for voodoo, it's good enough for your dude. That was bad. Um, so I started joining the two using my M/N hook, which is a 9 millimeter hook. This is a clover hook. It's got a plastic tip, and I'm still using the color Pumpkin Spice by Pound of Love, by Lion Brand Yarns. Um, and I'm just going around and I'm starting because for the legs, I used a 4 millimeter hook. And because I'm now using a 9 millimeter hook, I don't want there to be like a huge size increase once I start adding stitches. So I am doing a single crochet decrease in each of my stitches around. I joined at a couple stitches. It's been a while since I've made the small version, so I didn't exactly remember how I did it before. So I'm just kind of going with it and seeing how it ends up. The goal is to not have a big hole in the crotch so that stuffing doesn't fall out of it. Oh, let me turn my chat on. I see somebody in the chat. Hello, welcome. Um, so I am doing, uh, I am, and it's a little bit to force the hook through the 4 millimeter holes, but it's manageable. I think any bigger of a hook, and I would have a bit of a problem, but this eventually gets through, and then I can do my decrease, which I like break my hook right on camera as soon as I start. Wouldn't that be hilarious? Wouldn't that be funny? The answer is no, it wouldn't. Why would you think that? That's so rude. Okay, there we go. So, um, single crochet decrease is a very easy decrease to do. It's the easiest decrease to do as far as I know. Um, and I'm sewing in the ends of my one of my legs. So the other leg, I didn't sew in any ends. I just kept working. I didn't um, cut it off and close it. The good thing about this versus the size that I normally do, which I have a doll that I made for Pride, where I made myself with like a little beret, and I made myself with little it's like this big total. Um, uh, Forgot what I was gonna say. So I think I closed off the legs and stuffed them, and um, then began my journey around the sun, if you will. Oh god, this is a nightmare. Okay, going again. It's we're going from a very small hook. That's four is not very small. Four is like average small, to a much larger hook. Because you just never know what you're gonna get. But yeah, I'm sewing in my ends so that I don't have to weave them in later. I feel much more confident. Feel much more confident with doing that than trying to um, weave them in. I just never feel as confident. Once I do my decreases, I'm going to be doing all single crochet, so it won't be anything too fancy. But right now I'm doing the decreases so that I will have the right number of stitches to not make a big pot belly um, voodoo doll, which wouldn't be the worst thing, but it's not what we're looking for today. So, yeah. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. And, I have had kind of a weird day. I was gonna go to the gym this morning, and I had to switch my sleep meds last minute because I ran out. So I switched to my old sleep meds, which just knocked me out and make me a total zombie all day. So I slept pretty much all day, and that's why I'm on so much later than I normally am. I guess this is later. I don't know. Um, but uh, I've been sleeping all day long, and I just figured I needed to get up and do something. Otherwise, I would be a sad boy. Once you get the flow of it going, it's not as hard to get the hook within the hole. Just a nice little squeak. Squeak, 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 squeak. Make sure you don't miss any stitches, because that'll fuck you right up and create a big hole. We don't want that. We want our holes to be as moderately sized as possible. So this already has a stitch in it. So I'm just going to put a single crochet stitch right here, and then now I'm going buck wild on this thing. I literally don't know what I'm doing. I again don't remember the pattern that that I used, so I'm just kind of faking it till I make it, if you will. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna do a slip stitch. I'm gonna try to, my yarn's gonna fall out and it's gonna fail miserably. This yarn is so freaking just, no, pass. Okay, so then I'm gonna do a chain, and then I'm just gonna go around the entire outside. Now that they're connected at the crotch, I don't have to worry about the crotch too much. I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna put a stitch marker in that chain one that I did, just so I know where I started out, because it can get really easy to lose your stitch and crochet over it, and then you're in like a never-ending loop of hell. Now, could I have kept going and not done the chain one? Absolutely. But I chose to because for me, it just like, it helps me kind of know where to end, and it doesn't leave one side bigger than the other. So, do whatever you want to, however you want to, and I'm not your parent. So now that we're working through 9mm holes, these are going through much easier, and this torso is going to work up a lot faster. It's just about turning the entire piece because they both the legs want to kind of dance underneath you and slip and slide around. So you just have to kind of watch for that. Hey Darsha, welcome in. I am just working on my voodoo doll. Working on the torso now. Finally connected the legs. Got my little leggies. They're trying to dance out from underneath me. So I'm trying to keep things under control here, but it's not working too great. Um, yeah, I haven't made much progress today because, like I said earlier, I've been having some sleep issues and um, ended up sleeping all day, which is not good. Don't do that. But I just did it based on the medicine I was on, and my medicine kicks my ass and makes me very tired, and I just sleep all day. So it's like at least I can go to sleep at night, which is a plus because otherwise I would not be able to sleep at night. It's not really like I have the choice of not going to sleep, um, especially with my bipolar diagnosis. Sleep is very important, otherwise, I can very easily get into a manic or depressive state. So they always monitor my sleep. By they, I mean the doctors, and I self report, but whatever. How are you doing, darling? I think this torso is going to work up nice and quick. I felt like the decreases that I did worked perfectly. Like, it's easy to see that there's a different size hook used. But also, I did decreases, so that kind of points it out a little bit more. Um, but um, between 4 and 6 a.m. and to about 11. Yeah, it's honestly, sleep is so important to your whole health that you just do what you can. Sleep is, oh, it's so important. Um, so I'm glad you got some sleep, but I I got too much. Now I'm like, I hope I'm gonna be able to sleep tonight. If I take another one of those sleep pills, I will, because nothing in the world could keep me awake. And I'm such a heavy sleeper already that like it's just it really just knocks it out of me. I slept until like 7 p.m. That's not right. That's not normal. And I went to bed at like tried to go to bed around 1. I think I probably went to bed more around 2. I usually get up every hour and 15 minutes because of back problems. I used to sleep 12 hours a day. I love sleep. I love sleep too, but I just, when I want to be productive, just gets in my way. I'm like, ugh, like, why do I have to sleep? Why do I have to shower? It all gets in my way. I want to be productive. And that's probably not the best mentality to have, but here I am having it. Working on different fidget toys. Yay! They're so fun, aren't they? I made another one. So I made it with the Just Yarn, but I made it with the flowers. And so it's got these nice little puffs of yarn, unwound yarn, little pom poms. And they're just so soft. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. I expected a little bit more pom pom action, admittedly, but I love it regardless. Okay, so now that I have come to the end of my round, I'm going to slip into my chain. I'm going to do a slip stitch and I'm going to do a single crochet. Tell me what you find that you like best. Yeah, so I have the yarn. Here, I'll go get it. Because it's just us, so. Okay, so. This is the yarn. So this is called Just Yarn Flowers. And it's got these little pom-poms on it. They're very, very soft. The yarn isn't as soft as regular Just Yarn, but the pom-poms are very soft. And so I made a little fidget toy out of this. And it's just nice and secure and... So, yeah, this is my fidget ball that I made with just flowers. Or just yarn flowers. So, some of it, like, you can see when it works in the stitches, it just doesn't puff up as much. It's, I got it from Dollar Tree. It just what they had at the time. This was years ago. When they started selling Just Yarn, they had flowers, and I was like, ooh, I got to do something with this yarn. And then I haven't done anything with it since because I haven't found a pattern for it. And then I was like, oh, well, I'm going to be using Just Yarn anyways. Might as well try this like little pom pom yarn. And it's super cute, it's super fun. Something different. Doing some picot. I mean, it's just like, it's such a great craft to be able to do literally whatever you want. So, um, yeah, as long as you get those increases down so you can get those nice brainy swirls, um, you can find them. And I believe you were asking if these were on my Etsy yet. They are. I haven't posted a picture of this guy yet. I think around the edge. I like the pom poms. Yeah, I wish they were all around the edge, but like they stick kind of everywhere. They just are where they are, and they don't slide on the yarn. So you kind of have to like hope that they end up on the edge. Um, and I used a little less than one ball of Just Yarn on this. I'm starting to think that if between two balls of Just Yarn, you can make three of the 5.5 millimeter sized fidget balls. I think this is a perfect size for my hand. It's a little bit big, so it'll accommodate someone whose hands are larger than mine, which I have pretty small hands, so I don't need anything bigger for sure. I thought about adjusting my hook size, but I like the size of this so much that I'm really just sticking with that. These holes are so big comparatively. Yeah, but I'm gonna stick some hooks in here. I should have done like a double layer or something where like there was like a double layer of um, the single crochet in the 4 millimeter, and then so that it would not come through, but I could stick the hooks into this outer layer. My comment broke in half. I'm going to try a picot around the edge, and that looks about the size of mine. Yeah. Yeah, I love them. They're just fun little activities to do. I think I can finish the torso tonight. I forgot how exactly the arms are done. I think the arms are done separately and they're just sewn on. I probably should look at that pattern again, but I just don't care. I just don't care what it looks like. I just want it to look cool. Flexion fidget today. Ooh, what's that? Okay, so I'm making my second round. Yeah, I mean, I think that this will look like kind of like a holy t-shirt. Not a shirt that's holy, but a shirt that has holes in it. Um, and that's cool with me. I mean, we'll give it some personality. Okay, and now I'm at my stitch marker again, and I'm going to bring through, and bring through, and chain one. Hi, welcome in. Flexion sounds like a Pokemon. Is it just me? Out of everything, I despise connecting pieces. You know, I do too, only because I'm really afraid that, like, I'm not gonna sew it on well enough. Um, I find that if I crochet pieces on, I like it a lot more. It's a little bit more obvious. You don't get that seamless look, but especially in something like a voodoo doll where you don't really need a seamless look, um, I find that it just feels a lot more secure to me. I just know that I'm not that great at hand sewing, so anything's liable to just fall off. And I don't want that, obviously. So yeah, so we got little fancy pants going on in here. Fancy pants. So I need to go to the dollar store to get some rocks for the legs because I can't seal up. So I want to seal up the torso. Because in the pattern that I did, they did everything as was one piece pretty much, except the arms, I think. But I want to seal up the torso and create a nice flat bottom for the pumpkin head to sit on top of. So I need to go get some glass rocks, and I've got plenty of polyfill here. Nylons were great inside to keep the stuffing from showing. I don't wear them. Dollar Tree find. Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Like a pair of nylons. Yeah. Um, I was thinking about like nylon stuffing and I was like, what? Yeah, that's a great idea. Um, I don't, will it work on the stomach because I want to have the hook stab through? I mean, I guess the hooks will still be kind of angular and not as like pointed in, but it's a good idea. I like that. I like that a lot. And that keeps me from having to sew a casing because I don't want to sew anything right now. Just not feeling it. But I like that idea. Should check out the new Chanel colors Dollar Tree has. Intense orange, green, pink, and yellow so far at my store. Oh, cool. Yeah, I haven't worked with any of their Chanel. I've never had great luck working with Chanel. I think I have some. I know I have some that I was like gonna give away. Well, it was blanket yarn. It wasn't Chanel. But I think I have some from Granny D somewhere that would be good for fidget balls. It's nice and multicolored, but I could not, for the life of you, tell you where it It makes great water balloons. That's so brilliant. I love reusable water balloons. It's such a great idea. But I was going to say, I was going to look at the yarn at the Dollar Tree as well and see what they had. See if there are any colors that I thought would be good to have on my Etsy listing, or just to kind of show off that I can do and do kind of a random assortment of stress balls. So you can see it's coming together quite quickly. I mean, the holes are much bigger, but that's fine. Look how this foot's like turned in. This one. Yeah, but it's coming together. It looks a little kind of like a Winnie the Pooh body, admittedly. But yeah, so we just have some legs. This is what the inside, let's see if we can get this, what the inside looks like. So you can see that there's a couple stitches holding it together, the two legs together on the inside. So I'm gonna go smaller with the arms than with the legs. I definitely don't think that the arms need to be as thick as the legs need to be. But they do need to be about the length, maybe a little bit shorter. As long as they are kind of easy to spot as arms. But I think it's looking good so far. I'm happy with it. And that's all that matters, right? Didn't pull through that final loop. Whoopsies. Turn the pins around. These pants love to feel percussion. Skip a stitch. No. What time does Dollar Tree close? Probably 9, right when I want to go. What was that? I don't know. Okay, they close at 10. So I might go, I might hop off and go to Dollar Tree and pick up some stuff. So yeah, so I'm gonna go do that. And it was lovely. FlexGen free Amazon. How to link. What you can do is you can send me an email in Weirdo Emporium. Right? I think I have to make you like a moderator or something. I don't know. But yeah, so you can send that to me, and I would love to see that. I'm gonna continue working on this when I get home, but I'm gonna go to the dollar store and get some yarn and some beads. So I will talk to you guys later, and I love you very much. Bye.